What's up, babes? It's Curly So Victoria back with another video. If you guys are new here, hi, welcome to my channel. If you've already been subscribed, thanks for coming back. So babies, your girl is in the middle of cleaning up. I have been going through a lot. Like I told you guys, I like in the middle right now of this video, I just want to cry, but I'm not going to cry because I got too many things to do. And if you are a woman like me who's always on her ish, then you know that you can cry, go through what you need to go through, give yourself 24 hours to bounce back, and then you need to be back on whatever it is that you got your mind set up to. So even if the worst is happening in your life and there's things that you cannot control, things are beyond your control, just keep pushing because there's always going to be a way out for you to be better and to succeed. So I just encourage you guys, just don't give up. The race isn't given to the weak, baby. It is given to the strong. And if anybody knows that, it's me. Brooks, please hush. Don't look. Hey, don't start. They see me filming a video of my dogs and then you know they want to instantly act up. Good job, Mr. Brooks. Brooks isn't acting up, it's Miss Brooks. But anyway, long story short, you guys know, like, the race isn't given to the weak, it's given to the strong. And when you're going through things, I encourage you, just get your environment back right. I'm sure you will start feeling better when you get your environment cleaned up, you get your environment back. I have literally been crying like every single day. And this is not a video for pity. This is not a video for sympathy. This is just letting you know that ish gets real. You know what I mean? And we go through things and sometimes you just have to get your emotions out. I think I'm such a person who holds a lot in. I bottle it up, I bottle it up, I bottle it up until I have that one explosion. And when I do have that explosion, it carries on for a little bit. So I've been going through a lot. I've been bottling up a lot. I've been holding in a lot. I've been taking a lot. And it's just, it could become overwhelming, right? But one thing that I always vow to myself is no matter how tough my circumstances get, I am always going to push through. I am always going to propel. What God has for me is for me. And I keep telling you, no man can take away what God has already set and ordained for you. So it doesn't matter how tough the struggle get. Y'all hear my dog crying in the background, but please ignore her. Mr. Brooks, good job, Bubba. Miss Brooks, get like him. No matter what you're going through, God is always going to pick you up. Even in your darkest moments, he's still going to be the light. So a lot of people say it's easier said than done when a person is up. But I feel like if you could be going through as much as I'm going through right now, and I'm still looking for an optimistic way to communicate on my channel or just to communicate in general, then that tells you that there is hope for God to keep on moving. But there also shows you that I am being a woman of my word. I can easily shut down and just say, forget it. I want to be in this funk. I'm not going to clean up my house. I'm not going to get my goals set. I'm not going to do the things that I said I'm moving here to do. And I can easily shut down and not do that. But that's not the goal. That's not the plan. You have to push through. You have to grow through what you're going. So whoever is watching this video and you're feeling like, geez, I'm at the end of my rope. I'm tired. I'm tired of people. I'm tired of circumstances. I'm tired of things not going the way that I prayed or I planned or I whatever. Miss Brooks, please be quiet. Keep going. Because in the end of the day, God got you more than you realize. And I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. Because I'm not one of them people who like to hold a camera up and record myself while I'm crying. Let me take my moment real quick. When you want to succeed more than you want to breathe, there is a different fire in you. I just remember throughout the years I used to, when I didn't hit my goals or I wasn't accomplishing the things that I wanted to accomplish, and I would get upset or I would get sad, and I would get, my sister's like, you have accomplished so much to be so young. You have broken so many cycles. You have broken so many chains in this family and in your life. You are doing just fine. I told y'all I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. My sister's words have followed me for so long, and she probably doesn't even know it. Or, you know, if my brother say, yeah, I was watching this show and I just start thinking about the stuff that you always talk about. It's almost like I'm seeing some of these things that these people are actually, you know, they've lived longer, or they're more successful at the moment to where they're accomplishing it, where actually what you're saying does make sense, because I did get to see it from a different perspective, or I always believed you. I just get to see it playing out in front of me. Called me about one show and was asking me, did I see one of these real estate shows? And he's just like, everything that you've ever set out to do, goals that you wanted to accomplish as it pertains to this topic, it's like I can see that it really is possible. And it's just like when I hear those things and I just get that encouragement, it just makes me smile. It makes me happy. So oftentimes where I'm trying to get at with this point is, you're doing okay. You're doing fine. It might not be at the speed, the rate that you want it to be, but you will prevail. When you have those little voices in your head that are telling you to keep going, and then you have the positive people in your life and the people who mean well for you telling you that you're doing great, don't ignore those voices. Keep going. I know that you might not be accomplishing what you want to accomplish at the rate that you want to accomplish it. Miss Brooks, please. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to accomplish what it is that you set out to do. So whatever you do, just keep going, keep pushing, stay motivated, and understand that it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen when you want it. It happens when you least expect it. It happens when you put in all those work for 6 years, and then on the 7th year you just go where you have always wanted to go. It happens when you do the work, but you're not looking for the reward, because the reward is always going to come when the reward needs to come. But you, my friend, you got to keep going. So, like I said, some of the best advice that I could give is knowing that I'm going through it, but I'm still pushing through it. It's hard to give advice to people when you yourself are not living out the advice that you're giving. I can't tell you how to keep going when things are hard if I'm shutting down and I'm not going. So today, these last few days have been pretty rough for me, right? All I want to do is take a shower, take my dogs out, go to bed, and don't wake up for hours and hours and hours and hours. I just want to sleep through it. If I'm asleep, I can't be stressed out about it. I can't think about it. I can't, you know what I mean? It just allows me to just enter into a different space, right? But then all you're going to do is sleep too long, where you're going to become depressed. You're going to sleep too long, where when you do wake up, all you're doing is crying. I have literally had some rough days. But today I woke up and I said, I'm going to let the dogs out. I'm going to go to Starbucks. Bricks, please. They know that I'm filming videos, so now they're just whining. They've already been outside. They got food. They're just whining. Excuse me. Well, Miss Brooks spilled her food, so that's probably why she whining, but she's going to have to deal with it because Mama's trying to clean up. Anyway, at the end of the day, it's like you got to keep pushing forward. But today I woke up, I'm like, I ain't doing nothing. I'm going to go get my Starbucks because I have to take the trash. I have to take the dogs out. I'm going to go get my Starbucks, and I'm coming back, and I'm going to go get in the bed. And I almost didn't go get Starbucks because I just have not had an appetite. Today, it's almost like 2 o'clock, and I have not eaten anything. Yesterday, I only ate a veggie sub, 6-inch. Didn't even want that. I just ate it so I didn't pass out. So I know that I'm in a space where a lot is taking place, transformation for greatness, and then God chiseling me for the life that He wants me to have, and then just breaking me down simultaneously. You gotta be willing. I have a tattoo that says you can never mend unless more of you be burned. And that basically means you're never going to be able to heal unless more of you be let go, right? Will you two stop it, please? Mama doesn't have the patience for this today. Every time I get on the phone call, I get on the recording, Mr. Bricks and Mrs. Brooks wants to whine. Why is that? I'm trying to do the gentle parenting, but you guys are not listening. So I'm going to ask you to be quiet. If you cannot be quiet during my videos, I'm just going to ignore you. Y'all ignore them as well. But like I'm saying, I just keep on pushing through. And I know that God has a plan that's greater than me. And that is why I'm here. There's days where I oftentimes might be, just asking God, like, what is it that you really have for me? What is it that you want me to accomplish in this life before I'm out? What is it? Speak to me, talk to me, help me get through it, help me to figure these things out so that I could be in a better space in general. I want to be happy. I want to really overcome whatever was meant to destroy me, whatever was meant to distract me, whatever was meant to just get me off kilter. I want to overcome that. You will leave that alone, Mr. Briggs. I'm watching you. Leave it alone. So you will overcome. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to take a drive, take a drive. If you need to go for a workout, go for a workout. If you need to call somebody, call somebody. If you need to sleep through it, sleep through it. Life is full of ups and downs. It's like tug of war. One minute it's pulling you in the positive way, another minute it's pulling you in a way that's pulling you down, and it's just a constant struggle. I've asked God for peace, understanding, and I've asked God to really just get me into a place where I'm able to operate on a high frequency again, and I'm able, Brooks, and I'm able to really just see him for who he is, open my devotions and my word up more, and just give me a peace that passes all understanding, because I am tired. And when you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, you literally will make changes. Brooks, stop it. Her little whining is making Brooks whine, and it's just not what I want to hear today. I'm about to turn on some music in a little bit after I film my videos and just drown them out and get some stuff done, because they're going to whine as long as they see me because they want to be out, but there's no room for them to be out because I'm cleaning. No. I think she's whining because she spilled all her food. Brooks. No. 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 You too, no. Sorry, y'all. I just don't feel like hearing the whining all throughout my videos, but y'all are going to hear it. I'm not editing it out. It's just, it is what it is. But in the end of the day, it's like, God is working on me, So I just told myself, you're not going to get in that bed. You're not going to sleep it off. You're not going to, no. You're going to get up. You're going to get that Starbucks. You're going to go take those dogs out. You're going to clean this house. And you're going to start getting back to the space that you need to get back to so that you can thrive, so you can succeed. And that's what I'm doing. I trust God. And he said, if you have the faith of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. And I'm ready for the mountains to move. I have a good heart. I've just been through a lot. You got to have the right people in your life when you're a person who's just been through so much. The wrong people will bring the wrong thing out of you. The wrong people will cause you to act in certain manners that you typically wouldn't have signed up for. So when you're healing and you're on your healing journey, just make sure that you have the right people around you, and make sure that you have people who understand that you're not healed, but you're healing. You don't get over everything, in this life. You just learn how to deal with things. You still carry the trauma. You still carry the pain. You just find ways to get through it. So I pray that God just give me back the smile that I always had. I'm not saying that I've lost it. I just feel like sometimes our pain overshadows our beauty. And a person sees how beautiful you are, how beautiful spirited you are, and then you end up with such a load to carry that it outshines the shine that God has given you. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but keep going. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. God's got you. When you don't have any motivation and you need somebody to listen to, come to my channel. I'm always gonna talk some real stuff. Maybe even comment in the comment section what you might be experiencing, and I'd love to, be able to just throw you some positive words. But definitely surround yourself with positivity and surround yourself with people who are going places, because the people who are not going places are going to be right there to drag you down. They don't have a problem with dragging you down. You have to be willing to boss up. You have to be willing to be everything that you need to be in order for God to work in your life. And if you're not a Christian, I told you guys, I don't sit here and try to change your religion one way or another, or make you believe one way or another. You have to have your own experiences for your own experiences. I do think we all can agree that there is a supreme, there's a higher being. When we see circumstances in our life, we can agree that there is something, So even if it's that we agree on, great. The religion aspect of, the specific beliefs, that could be different. But regardless of what one believes, I just want to encourage you to keep going. Whether you're Muslim, Buddhist, Christian, atheist, whatever you may be, my video still can reach you as far as positivity. Keep going. There is a plan for your life. You might not see it in the times that you're going through the most, but there's a plan. There's a lot of people counting on you. You're counting on yourself. There's a lot of people who don't want to see you make it, but there's a lot of people who do. In the end of the day, you have to decide what's for you is for you, and you have to go after what it is that you know is for you. And I encourage you to journal. One of the things that has always kept me so grounded is when I journal. I've gotten away from that a little bit on some days, and I'm realizing that if I just journal my thoughts again, it helps me to be able to write it. It helps me to sit here and have yoga. It helps me. I will be in the middle of an emotional breakdown, and I will turn on a yoga session, and my tears and stuff will start to fade away when I start doing breathing exercises, when I'm in the middle of anxiety or a panic attack or something. So find ways to get you out of that funk. Find ways to get you out of that feeling and push through. God got you. I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing day. Thanks for listening to my video. Like I said, just keep pushing through. You're going to have those days that you don't feel like it. It's normal. We're human. It's life. But like I said, this video isn't for sympathy. It isn't for pity. It's just to let you guys know, keep going. I'm just giving you a little random ramble of how I'm feeling. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I am going to make a hair video. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you beautiful babes in the next video. Later.